from all over the country, miraculously. Suddenly ragtime started appearing in 1897. The question I have, and I wrote the book on ragtime, literally, which you can get from Jazz at Lincoln Center, called This is Ragtime. It's been republished recently, and the great Wynton Marsalis did a new introduction to it, as well as Phil Schaap, who was responsible for getting it out. A great new edition. We'll put that plug in there. I always had a hard time figuring out, well, where did ragtime come from? And there's a lot of theories about it, and I think the best one that I can come up with right now is that it was taken from the way the slaves played music on fiddle and banjo. And what they were doing, they were taking songs that were popular with the owners, and the owners are of Scotch-Irish descent, so often they were playing for dances that would be reels and jigs. And they would take these reels and jigs, and when you play those on a fiddle and banjo, if you're playing a banjo, it's got that fifth string up there. You can't help but be playing it in a kind of a triplet time. So that kind of a feel almost naturally comes from a banjo. And the banjo was indeed an African instrument. It was brought over here, so the slaves were playing these Irish songs, and when you take these reels and play with that kind of a feel, they were in 2/4 time. When you play that and put in this, you would naturally put in syncopation on the banjo. So in 1897, by that time, musicians who had been, we'll say the freed slaves even, were playing piano and transferred that rhythmic idea to the piano. So I think that there was probably a lot of ragtime piano players that we don't know anything about. We certainly weren't making records, and nobody was really recording what they were playing. But suddenly in 1897, that idea came to the fore, and it may have been circulating around for a long time. Nobody quite knows, but then suddenly it was every place. And Scott Joplin came out of the Midwest,